Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. So in today's video, I am bringing you this makeup look right over here. I was so excited to film this because I finally got to play with the new Jaclyn Hill Morphe Cosmetics palette. As soon as I saw that palette was going to launch, I was so stoked because I absolutely loved all the colors in that palette. So when I got it in the mail, I was like, yes, let me sit down and film a makeup tutorial for you guys. So if you want to know how I created this look, then just keep on watching.
Hey guys, so as always, eyebrows are already done, so I'm going to move on to priming my eyes, and I'm going to be taking my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and applying this all over my eyelids, as you can see, and I'm using this Morphe angled brush to go ahead and blend out that concealer. And then moving on, I'm going to be taking my Urban Decay Shapeshifter palette and taking the lightest shade to go ahead and just set down that concealer, because of course you want to set this down either with a translucent powder or with a lighter shade so that all the shades you apply on top will blend seamlessly. And now for the most amazing part of this tutorial, I'm going to be taking the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm just going to go into the shade that you see right over here. This is going to start as my transition shade, and I'm just going to build this up into some depth into my eye, but I'm not going to make the shade too dark. But by all means, if you want to darken it, go ahead. And I'm using my Sigma E40 to just blend this shade back and forth. And every time I pick up some more of the shadow, I always start from my outer corner and work my way inward. This is just going to concentrate a lot more of that product into the outer part of the eye, and then it doesn't have to be a harsh blend when you're blending inward. Now I'm going to be taking this more orange shade on this more dense brush. This one is a Sigma M433 brush, and now I'm going to concentrate this really into my crease, as you could see. So I did the same technique. I kind of just applied the product, and then once all the color was gone from the brush, I blended it inwards and outwards in windshield wiper motions. So just take your time with this shade. This is going to be the star of the show basically, because this is what's going to go all into your crease. And as you can see, as you start applying more, by itself, this shadow is going to blow out more and more and more. So don't be scared. Just take your time and really build up this color. Start with your crease and work your way upward. So as you can see, I started a little bit putting it in my crease, and then I move the brush upward. Now, of course, I want to blend everything together. So with no additional products on this brush, I went in with my Sigma E40 brush to just help blend the transition shade that we applied first to that shadow. Now I'm going to start cutting my crease. So what I'm using is just this. This is a BH Cosmetics brush. It doesn't have a number on it. It's just any brush, but any flat brush will work for this step. And what I'm doing is just slowly taking the concealer and start cutting my crease. What helps me, guys, is if I kind of tug at my eye a little bit. It just kind of gives me a nice, more crisp line when I'm going in with the concealer. But by all means, do anything that's going to help you guys. And now I'm just setting down that concealer with that Shapeshifter light color that we use to set our eyes in the beginning. So now I'm taking this purple shadow. Oh my god, this shadow is so beautiful on this just like flat. This is also a BH Cosmetics brush. It's just a synthetic brush, and I'm packing this color into my lid. Guys, you really want to take your time with this and really pack this color on. And don't worry if you're not covering up that concealer completely. As you can see here, you could still see that concealer line where it meets my crease, because now we're going in with some glitter eyeliner. So I'm taking my Urban Decay Glam Rocks glitter eyeliner, and as you can see, guys, this is just going to really help cover any mistakes you might have made and really pull this look together. I was always scared to do this because it just looks so hard. But guys, honestly, try this out. I guarantee you it is so much easier than what it looks. Do not be scared of this whatsoever. Just, you need to take your time, and that's about it. So go a little bit at a time, work pace by pace, space by space, and bada bing, bada boom, the eyes are done. Now moving on to the face, I'm going to be taking my Makeup Forever Step 1 primer, and I'm just priming my face here. I'm applying this all over my face, but concentrating it mainly around my nose and underneath my eyes. That's the places where I mostly get my pores are the largest. And now for foundation, I'm going to be taking my Sigma flat kabuki brush and the matte and poreless Maybelline foundation. This is in the shade 220. And at first what I'm just going to do is I'm just dotting this all over my face. And then once I finish dotting it, now is when I'm going to be taking my brush and I'm going to go ahead and blend this into my skin. So as you could see, I start by patting it and then I'll start blending it. So as I'm pushing the product into my skin is when I'll start actually blending it. I don't just want to go in and create streaks all over my face. You want to take your time with your foundation, really help push it into your skin. That's what's going to actually give you the most natural look, as opposed to if you're just running your brush across your face, that's going to give you more of that cakey look on your face, because then you're going to really be able to tell you're wearing foundation. Now for concealer, I'm going to be taking my Tarte Shape Tape again. Guys, I'm pretty sure you're tired of every single YouTuber talking about this concealer, but it's just that amazing. It's such a freaking amazing concealer. If you haven't tried it, please try it. It's so great. And I'm just applying this underneath my eyes, center of my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, and a little bit on my chin, and using this Morphe, I think this is either an E6 or an E8 brush. It's part of their Elite collection. I think that this collection was discontinued if I'm not mistaken, so I'm sorry for using this brush, but I guarantee you Morphe probably has a million brushes like this. I'm just taking this brush and I'm going to be using it to go ahead and blend out my concealer. And as you can see, I always make these super cute, attractive faces whenever I'm blending out my concealer. This is just what helps me. I guess extending my face like this really does help me get into my fine lines. And as you guys know, I crease like crazy down there. So me making these cute faces is the way to get the concealer packed underneath my eyes and make sure that it will not budge. Now moving on to baking my under eyes, I'm going to of course be taking my Kat Von D translucent powder, Holy Grail powder, and I always apply this with a makeup wedge. So what I do is I just dunk my makeup wedge into the powder, and then without trying to make any facial expressions or without trying to laugh or anything, I go ahead and bake that concealer down there. And I also use that sharp line on the makeup wedge to kind of clean and give me that crisp line on the sides of the eyeshadow as well. And we cannot forget about my forehead, because my frown lines are not my frown lines, my forehead lines are no joke either, so I have to bake my forehead so that I don't crease up there either. Now I'm going to be taking my MAC Studio Fix powder, Holy Grail as well. What can I say? This video is just full of my holy grails, but I mean, come on guys, look at how this sets your makeup. It's so beautiful. It adds a little bit more coverage because this is a foundation within itself, but I just love the finish that this gives all my foundations, as well as the longevity that it makes my makeup last for. And I'm going to be taking my Shapeshifter palette again and going in with the bronzing shade first on my Zoeva 101 Luxie Fit face brush, and I'm going to first apply this to bronze my face, as you could see. So I really don't apply this as precise as I would apply my contour, because this is a bronzer. This is just going to add some more color in those areas where you would want to create more shadows, and so to make you look more bronze, kind of sun-kissed, kind of like you've been hanging out at the beach all day, even though I haven't, and I do live in Miami, but I don't ever go to the beach. And now I'm going to be taking the contour shade. Now this shade, I'm going to be a little bit more precise with it and apply it in those hollows of my cheekbones. This is going to give you that 3D dimensional look, because you're going from light from your foundation to the bronzer to the contour back to your foundation. It's going to create that shadow effect. And now I'm going to be taking Malani's Luminoso, and I'm applying my blush to my cheekbones. And I know I always smile, and I always look back at these clips, and I'm always like, why do I look like a freak? People probably think I'm smiling to myself, but this is just the way that I apply my blush. And now taking my e.l.f. tapered face brush, I'm going to go ahead and swoosh away that Kat Von D translucent powder, as well as you could see with that edge, I was cleaning up the side of my eyeshadow, and also whatever was left on the brush, I kind of, you could see that I helped set those areas where I didn't go in with my MAC Studio Fix powder. And now taking that highlighter shade from the Shapeshifter palette, I cannot put this palette down, guys. just for this highlighter alone, I would repurchase. This is just my newest obsession. This highlighter is so beautiful, so natural looking. It just goes onto the face like it melts into your skin. It's so darn beautiful, guys. Please, 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 I highly recommend you try it. Now, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to be taking first that orange shade that we applied into our crease, and I'm just going to run this with the same brush we used in our crease underneath my lash line. So I'm just building up that color and just running it back and forth into my crease, into the crease of my eyes. And then I'm going to take the exact same brush that we applied the purple shadow, and because this is a flat brush, this is going to be a lot more precise and kind of just go down the waterline, which is perfect because this is exactly the same thing that we did in our eyes. It kind of gives you that, not a cut crease underneath your eyes, but it does give you the same exact effect. Now, off camera, I'm just going to apply my eyelashes and my mascara, which is always my L'Oreal Telescopic. Now, for the lips, I'm going to be taking first, this is MAC's Stripped Down Lip Liner. Guys, I before never believed in a lip liner, but trust me, you need this lip liner in your life. This is my go-to lip liner all the time. I've been obsessed with outlining or overdrawing my lips, as I should say, with this lip liner because it's just so darn amazing. It just makes your lips look so natural, so pouty, and it makes it look like you have lip fillers even though you don't, because it's just a tinsy wincy bit darker than your actual lips. And now taking the ColourPop ILUVSARHAII collab, and I'm just running this lip gloss all over my lips as well. This shade is so beautiful, so natural, perfect for this makeup look. And that's it for this makeup tutorial. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys!